It's now the... Isn't it? I got that in 91 when I came back from Australia. Yeah. Yeah, that was 91 I got that. And I was thinking tonight, it's 2020 now. 2020. I'm going to lose my home in a few weeks, probably, or a month or so. I'm getting evicted. 50 Queensway House. Hello. 50 Queensway House. I've been here 23 and a lot years, 23 and a half years. And I'm not happy. Have you no idea how difficult it is going to be for me to pack up all my furniture, all my videos, all my books, all my fucking everything, and move somewhere else because they wanted to Muslim's house? Is any millionaires still alive? Are any of the Beatles still alive? Look, I'm not joking. Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, are you still alive? Are you alive? I need your fucking help. I'm not fucking joking. I'm the only fucking one. I am the only one. I am nothing. So I'm not really the only one, I'm the nothing. But I'm the only nothing. But then again, you were nothing too, weren't you? Not so long ago in history. If you go back far enough in history, we're nothing at all. So if the human race goes back far enough in history, we are actually nothing at all. Okay? Let me take you back in time. Do you mind? Can I take you on a little time journey? Allow me to take you on a little time journey, okay? Now, let me make a point, right? Every single human being, every animal, every single creature on this planet, right? Every single creature on this planet, from, well, not from amoeba, well, I mean, you can go back to 5 if you want. Every animal, every creature, every insect is made up from the parents of the insect. Yes? For instance, the parents of the animal. Yeah? You have a mother and a father. Now with insects, what happens, I think, is frogs fuck, don't they? No, they're not insects, are they? Frogs are amphibians. If you look at a frog, a daddy frog, this is good sex education for your children, by the way. Imagine the riverbank. Do you know the river? In fact, funny thing is about the riverbank, right? Johnny Morris, about the riverbank. How many hamsters do you really get on a riverbank? You don't get any hamsters or guinea pigs on a riverbank. But you might get frogs on the riverbank. True story, you might actually get frogs on the riverbank. Now what happens with frogs is daddy frog fucks the mummy frog, you see. I've got a head cold, sorry. Daddy frog fucks the mummy frog. And the mummy frog lays these eggs, doesn't she? She spawns into the pond, sort of thing. Yeah. Tales from the Pond. Sequel to the Riverbank. A bit more realistic. Tales from the Pond. Freddy the Frog. Oh, I think there's a future. If I could stay here. Freddy the Frog. No, they've done Freddy the Frog with the fuck cartoons. I don't know. How many years been with their had that problem in that fucking music. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, the point is like sort of and then they lay their eggs. But everybody comes from the mother. Every single animal, creature, every single creature is actually born from the mother. Even frogs born. And babies like you. Did you know you were a baby once? I'll tell you one thing. There's a child in each one of us trying hard to break free. A nervous, frightened child. A long forgotten memory. The child, he sleeps soundly. Somewhere inside my brain. But when I need... somewhere inside my brain. So start again. There's a child in each one of us trying hard to break free. A nervous, frightened child, a long forgotten memory. The child, he sleeps soundly, somewhere inside my brain. I can't remember the rest of the words now. Oh, never mind. Child... Oh, never mind. Might think again one day. Anyway, well, I was talking about, evolution, about the actual, every man comes from a woman's cunt, from a woman's belly, from a woman's womb, yes? Is that not true, that every man, every single man on this entire planet, animal, insect, human, whatever, is born from the mother? It is the mother who creates the body. The daddy supplies the spirit, you see. When a man fucks a woman, the life force actually comes from the daddy. The life force itself comes from the father, yes? That's the truth. Imagine life itself. It's like chicken and the egg, really, isn't it? Kind of like the chicken and the egg. Unless maybe you did have a virgin birth, but it probably would have been an ape rather than a woman. But anyway, maybe Coco and Robin Williams. That'd be funny. Sorry. Oops. Actually, the actual life force is comes from the father, the spirit of the baby. The actual spirit, the clear spirit of the father, the love of the father. I'd say perhaps sperm is the love of the father. Because when you're making love, you make a baby, don't you? When you're having sex. Well, when you're having sex. I don't make babies, I'm gay. I'm gay, I don't make babies. Can't blame me for it. But, it's the love of the father that comes inside the mother. So the sperm, millions of the sperm actually, it's a bit of a race, isn't it, getting born? It is, because you're going to race for all the other sperms. So like this big sort of like lots of sperm crawl into the mother, like a million fucking tadpoles jump into this fucking enormous egg, into the egg to create an embryo, you see. And this embryo is alive because the life has come from the father. You see, the actual life itself of the baby, the actual life itself comes from the father. But that's the air, you see, the air as well, if you know what I mean. But it's like it's the spunk, that's the water as well, it's water. Spunk is water and sperm and life from the father. I can explain the chemical equations, but so the actual life of the baby comes from the father's spirit. So the father gives his spirit to the mother, and then the mother grows the baby. then the mother grows the baby, you see, inside her belly for 9 months, if she's lucky. So if she's lucky, she grows it inside there for 9 months. Tell you one, my nephew William, he was 1 kilogram bag of sugar when he was born. It was the size of a bag of sugar. Fucking premature. But never mind. I think I'm a bit late this time. Anyway, yes. Yeah, I'm going to... yeah. So then the actual body grows inside the mother. So it's the mother that creates the body. Everything that life experiences in the first 9 months of its existence are the memories of the mother. So the mother grows into the baby, grows the baby in her belly, and then she spits out of her cunt. So it's women who create man, but women can only create man from the spirit, which must come from the father, sort of thing. Which comes from the father, sort of thing. You know, it's all very confusing, but it's quite simple. But man would be nothing without would be nothing without woman, because it is the woman who creates the man inside her stomach. And she creates every other life inside her stomach. Unbelievable what women can do. They create the body inside the stomach, for fuck's sake. Inside their bellies. Anything I want in my belly is food. If you know what I mean. And I'm getting kicked out of my house very soon. Sort of like a doomsday movie now. So we're sort of facing doomsday like I am. Been here for 23 years up here. 24 years nearly. Making films and stuff. Very, very soon I'm going to lose my home. Because the council want to demolish Queen's Warehouse. Council want to demolish Queen's Warehouse, you see. So we're all going to have to move out this new year. I've got a head cold. It's not going to be a very happy new year. My idea was, like, I thought, start from where you begin. Or start from where you are. If you're going to have a revolution or whatever, or anything, or if you're going to live, start from where you are. You know, and then build your home around you. Which is what I've done. You know, what I intended to do was basically live here forever. So I've just bought all this new furniture. I bought 2 fucking beautiful armchairs from Fresh. These 2. I bought them. I just don't mind advertising. You see these armchairs, beautiful. They match the furniture perfectly, lovely. I got them in Fresh in Welwyn Garden City for 70 quid each. Worth about 500, 700 each at least, I'd say. Bloody handcrafted wood. You can get some good stuff in Fresh if you want to go to work. If you need furniture, seriously, go to Welwyn Garden City. If you're poor, if you don't have a lot of money, I don't mind advertising when it's right. If you don't have much money and you need furniture for your flat, go to Fresh in Welwyn Garden City. It's a shop. It's not a charity shop. No, it's not really charity, is it? It's kind of like donations, isn't it? So I don't know if you call it charity because you're not begging for money. They give furniture really, really cheap. I paid 70 quid. If I was unemployed, well, I work. I'm a postman. You see, I'm a postman. But if I was unemployed, I could have got them for 35 quid each. They're half the price if you're on benefit. Okay. Because if you're on benefit, they'll half the price for you. So instead of 70 quid, it would be 35 quid. So if you need cheap furniture, nice cheap furniture, go to Fresh in Welwyn Garden City. It's fantastic. Really, honestly. Okay. But I look at the world nowadays and it's all fucking yellow teddy bears at Christmas time, isn't it? Isn't it? A bit sick. That at Christmas time, the BBC beg on the poor people for charity. Have you an idea how much money the BBC have? Quite a lot. Out of your licence. I'll tell you about that in a minute. The BBC have a lot of money out of your licence, don't they? Yet they beg on poor people every year with this fucking charity. Children in need, you know. I do not like Terry Wogan. He's not one of mine. Honestly. Begging on poor people for charity is sick in the head. Terry, I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. If you beg on poor people, you are fucking sick in the head. I've really got to go to the toilet. Yeah, I mean, it's like, don't you think it's a bit sick when millionaires beg on the poor people? For the last 30 or 40 years, basically, isn't it? For the last 30, maybe even 40 years, every year, you've had these things called Children in Need and Comic Relief, haven't you? Every fucking year for the last 35, maybe 40 years, you know? Millionaires, celebrities begging on the fucking poor people. Don't you see anything at all wrong with that scenario? So don't you see anything at all wrong with that scenario? Multi-millionaire celebrities begging on the poor people for charity to help the sick people in Africa or whatever, or the homeless. In fact, you don't really do much for them, do you? I don't know. But you fucking treat people like shite. Don't you see anything wrong with that scenario? That every year you get these famous comedians, whoever they are, I don't know who they are, I don't watch it, getting on television every year going blah, 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 to raise money so that the poor people give you money to feed starving children, for instance. Yeah? And then every Christmas you get Children in Need. A lot of more millionaire celebrities going, blah, blah, give me your money, you poor people, so that the poor people give all their money to the rich people again. Because these millionaire celebrities are millionaires, aren't they? Every single one of these celebrities in your television is a millionaire, aren't they? Yes? Every single one of these celebrities who begs on poor people every fucking year for charity, whether it's Children in Need or fucking Red Nose Day or whatever, Comic Relief shite. They're always begging on the poor people, these rich comedians. But they're millionaires, man. Simply them. I've been saying this for fucking last 20 years. They're fucking millionaires. They've got millions of pounds in their bloody pocket, right? Every single one of these fucking celebrities has £1 million or more in their bloody pocket. Yet every single fucking year, for the last 30 or 40 fucking years or whatever, they beg on the poor people for bloody charity. And the poor people donate their money to help these starving children. Don't you see anything wrong with that? The poor people give all their money to the rich people. For Children in Need. For fucking Comic Relief and all that shite. And the poor people donate money to the rich people. Even though the rich people are already millionaire billionaires with all these little sick kids behind them. Isn't that a bit sick? I'm a multi-millionaire. Here, look at this sick kid dying of cancer. Give me £5 million and I can stop him from smoking. How many 5-year-olds do you know who smoke cigarettes? Huh? Was Bradley right? Was it Bradley what? Something. Bradley something or other. I think I got the name wrong in enough film, but I can't remember his name. Was it Walsh? I don't know. Bradley something. 4-year-old, 5-year-old kid or whatever, dying of cancer. And they release these cigarette tubs, don't they? And they turn it, they release all the cigarettes. They're brilliant if you buy them. They're fucking good value, man. But anyway, Do you know that 90% of cancer patients are non-smokers? I guarantee you that over 90% of cancers are in people who don't smoke cigarettes. Sleep tight. It's true. The statistics are on this, actually. If you go to no smoking statistics, it's all very carefully explained there, actually. I'll take a deep breath. Look, you're a moron, okay? Giving your money to rich people. You do not need charity on this planet. Planet Earth. You do not need charity at all. Charity is big business. I said charity is big business. Charity has allowed the uncaring to appear to care. The names of the donors displayed for all to see. It's terrible for those depending upon it. You do not need charity. All you need is one single tax for everybody in the entire world. Whatever island you put your money in. I know about the laundry stuff. Because you've got hidden money, haven't you? I say 10% of everything would pay for everything. 10% tax for everybody. How much money have you got? 500 quid. Right, I'll tax you 50 quid. That'll leave you with 450 quid. Yeah, cool. How much money have you got? £100. Right, I'm going to tax you £10. That'll leave you with £90. Is that cool? Yeah. Good. How much you got? £100? Well, then I'll tax you £1. So you got £100. So I'll tax you £10. So you got £90. How much you've got? £1. I'll tax you 10p. But you still have 90p left. And then how much you got? I'm in debt £1,000. Oh. Are you? Then have £100. I'll give you £100 then. Because you're minus. As long as it's not for your mortgage. Because you chose to buy a house. You didn't have to buy a house. You chose to buy a house. I would not pay your mortgages. But if I was in power, I would have a 10% tax for everybody. How much money have you got, Mr. Blair? 20 billion quid? 20 million quid, say? I'll take 2 million quid of that, thanks. So they get the money off the rich people. How much money have you got, Elton John? 26 billion quid? All right, I'll take 2.6 million. How much money has Elton John got? £1 billion quid. He's a good singer, by the way. How much money has... no doubt. But how much money has the Queen got? £1 billion, the Queen? How much is £1 billion, by the way, in Manchester? In fact, I don't want a republic. I don't want to live in a republic. To be honest with you, actually, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, I want a 10% tax. I'd say a 10% tax. So if like you're a millionaire like Paul McCartney would give like, well, if you had £1 billion quid, well, if you had 100 million quid, I would take, well, 10%, that's 10 million quid, Paul. If you got 100 million quid, Paul, I'd take 10 million quid to pay for the hospitals. Yeah? In fact, I did have an idea. Yeah, I'll take 10 million quid of that, thanks. 10%. If you've got £1 million quid, I'll take 900,000. £1 million quid, I'll take £100,000. £100,000 if you've got £1 million quid. If you've got 10 million quid, I'll take £1 million. If you've got 100 million quid, I'll take 10 million pounds. And I could spend that money. I could spend that money on every hospitals and medicine for everybody in the world. What I would do with that tax, first of all, I would house everybody. In fact, first of all, I would house everybody and make sure everybody gets a home. I would house all the homeless, and I would pay for all the medicine at hospitals in the world with the tax money. If I was in power, first of all, I would house everybody. so that people aren't sleeping on the street. First of all, I would house everybody straight away. I could do it in Queensway House. I bet you if I had the keys to Queensway House, I bet you if I had the keys to Queensway House, I could house every homeless person in Hatfield within a day. I promise you. Give me the keys to Queensway House, and I will house every single homeless person in Hatfield, Hertfordshire, because I'm getting demolished otherwise. I'm going to get demolished. I've got to move out of my home. I'm losing my fucking home, you moron. I don't want to lose my fucking home. But give me the keys to Queensway House. Just give me the keys to Queensway House, and I guarantee I will house every homeless person permanently, permanent home for every homeless person in Hatfield within one day. I bet you, if you gave me the keys to Queensway House, right? If the council gave me the keys to Queensway House, I could house every single homeless person in Hatfield in a single day. In one day. In one day, I could give every single homeless person in Hatfield a permanent home. I could. I swear to God, I could. If you gave me it's like 3 Division, isn't it? If you gave me the fucking keys to Queensway House, Hatfield, I could house every single homeless person in Hatfield permanently, forever, in Queensway House. If only I could stay here. Said if only I could stay here. And I could probably do it in one day. I could house all the homeless in Hatfield in one day. Instead, we have 30 or 40 empty flats in Queensway House. We have 30 or 40 empty flats in Queensway House. And we have a homeless shelter in the basement. And these flats have been empty over Christmas. Over fucking Christmas. You leave all the flats empty and you have homeless in the bloody shelter in the bloody basement. And you call yourself a human being? And you want to kick me out of my home? And you move me out? You bastards. Council, you're fucking cunts. Kicking me out of my own fucking home. After 23 fucking years. I'm very angry. And you leave the fucking homeless over fucking Christmas, when quite easily you could give them a key and let them live permanently in the empty bloody flats. We have had 30 odd empty flats in fucking Queensway House over fucking Christmas. And we got homeless shelter in the bloody basement. We'd have to be in there by 7:30 in the morning and get out, or be in there by 7:30 in the evening and get out by 7:30 in the morning. And you won't house these bloody homeless, even though you've got about 30 fucking empty flats in fucking Queensway House. Right fucking now, you cunts. Give them the empty flats. Leave one empty. Right? Give the homeless the empty flats in Queensway House. Let the residents who live here and want to stay here, like I do, I don't want to move all this shit. I don't want to start again. Bill, I do not want to start again. I'm 50 fucking 3, going on 54. Obviously. I don't want to move again. Okay? Here's what you can do with Queensway House. This is my fucking doomsday, you fucking cunts. This is my doomsday. You've heard of the Doomsday Book. Well, this is my doomsday. I'm going to get kicked out of my fucking house. I'm going to lose my fucking flat that I've built for 23 fucking years, 24 years, 23 years. My home, where I've lived fucking comfortably. It's right in the fucking centre of the bloody town. Look out your bloody window. It's right in the centre of the bloody town. And you want to demolish it? My advice is this. If you've got a family, get out of Queensway, yeah? And take the 6,000 quid, obviously. Blocks of flats are not built for families, really. Truthfully, blocks of flats are for single people, really, and couples, I suppose. And then you get a house when you have a kid. And this time, luckily, you're going to get 6,000 quid for it, aren't you? But it's not a place to raise children anyway, is it? A block of flats. Really, honestly. Children should get a house to live in, so they get their own bedrooms. Because you only get one bedroom in Queensway House. I mean, the thing is, Queensway House is actually a single well, it's a sort of like couples or single persons and stuff, really. You get one bedroom, you only got one bedroom, one kitchen, one bathroom, one living room. So if you have kids, of course you're going to need to be rehoused, aren't you? That's just straightforward, isn't it? If you have children, of course you're going to want to be moved out, obviously. But if you get 6,000 quid into the bargain, go for it. But you should have got moved out anyway with kids. And besides, I wonder sometimes, I know the blockage in my toilet is from a floor below me, you see. The problem with the council with this toilet problem, you know the toilet problem with the blockages in the toilets, yeah? Like flush and it overflows. Well, if it flushes and overflows, the problem must be underneath your toilets. It has to be on one of the lower floors, doesn't it? The council put some jet stuff to clear the stacks. You know the stacks in the toilet? And they used some jet thing to push it down. But all it did was compress it. If you use a jet spray on the top of the building, all you will do is compress the shit, won't you? Because if the shit's not flushing down the toilet, all that will do is push it further down and compress it. You have to clear the blockage from underneath the toilets. Logically, if your toilet is overflowing, the blockage must be underneath you, yeah? I live on the 9th floor, yeah? So the blockage must be on one of the floors underneath me, yeah? Logically. So what you do is you go down every floor at a time. This is what I would do if I owned it. I'd go down one floor at a time. Have you got a blocked toilet? Yeah. 7th floor? You got a blocked toilet? Yeah. 4th floor? You got a blocked toilet? No, my toilet's flushing well. Or whatever. You know, you find out what floor has got a flushing toilet. And you find out what floor is blocked. Right? So you go between the blocked floor and the flushing floor. And you find out that's where the blockage is, isn't it? Because if one of the lower floors, for instance, flushes the toilet and it goes down well, then you know the blockage must be above that floor. Yeah? So then you know the above floor must be where the blockage is. You got the above floor, and if their toilet's flushing, you go to the next one. And you find out where the flushing is blocked. And you clear the stack between the two floors. That's all you had to do to clear the stacks. All you have to do to clear the stacks is find out where the blockage is and clear the blockage. It's probably a nappy or something. Probably things like nappies getting flushed down the toilet. Especially if there's someone with children.